Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So starting off with Crypto Slam. So Crypto Slam is a data website, takes data from a whole bunch of blockchains and looks at the NFT sales. So it's not specifically about gaming, mainly about NFT collections, but also obviously gaming stuff is in there. So just going to drill down. So we can see here, these are the most popular collections today. These are the most popular blockchains, and the interesting one we're looking at here is the Mythos chain, also called the Mythical chain, which is actually number 2 in the last 24 hours. Interesting. We can look for different days and over different time frames. Obviously things change. So Solana and the Mythos chain are pretty neck and neck over the last week, and but Solana and Polygon are much bigger in the last 30 days and all time. Mythos has only gone live, so it's a long way down here. But we're looking at Mythos chain today because I'm specifically interested in NFL Rivals. So if we look here, this is just showing us raw data from what's going on here, but we don't care about the raw stuff so much. We are looking at the collection ranking. So this is the Mythos chain from Mythical Games, and there's very little going on it, and it is a permission blockchain. So it's not like anyone can just launch games on this. This is basically Mythical's blockchain at the moment. They may sort of allow it to become more decentralized in time, but at the moment it's only their stuff can run on it. So there's basically 2 games and 1 marketplace running on it. Well, actually, technically it's not the case, but anyway, there's 2 games which actually have their own marketplace, and then the D-Market. So D-Market we'll sort of ignore. D-Market is a sort of a legacy platform where people trade CS:GO skins and other Web 2 game digital assets, which are not technically NFTs, but they've NFTized them. Broadly speaking. So you can see here in the last 24 hours there's been $1.2 million worth of trading on D-Market. D-Market has been around for a number of years, but basically people are trading non-blockchain items. Really, they're trading CS:GO skins. Let me see. Actually, there's a whole bunch of stuff. It's decent. I mean, it's by far and away the biggest thing on the Mythical blockchain. Then we have these 2 games: NFL Rivals and Nitro Nations. So these have just launched. These are mobile games. Nitro Nations is sort of very early stages, as we can see. Not a lot going on there. So only four transactions in the last day, and only 750 owners. So this is like wallets that own the NFTs. This is like wallets that have sold NFTs in this time frame, and these are buyers. So obviously sellers are selling more than one item because there's more buyers than sellers. Obviously it has to be that sort of has to be the case. You can't have more sellers than buyers, at least. So we can cycle through the various time frames and click on this one, and it sort of shows us how it's changed. So 6 million over a week, and obviously NFL Rolls is the one we're looking at. So over 30 days, it's done $266,000 worth. But what we're looking at is all time. So the interesting bit here, the sort of headline, is not significant, other than the fact it's significant, other than the fact it's a number. So NFL Rivals has just broken $1 million of trading value. So obviously, that's a sort of a number that is bigger than it's a nice big round number. But obviously, lots of other games have done loads more than that. So Rare's done about 700 million. Obviously, that's been around for a couple of years. Axie Infinity's done $4 billion. So a long way off that. But it's sort of interesting that this game has just gone live, and only a week ago they basically allowed the ability to buy NFTs in-app. So the marketplace sort of got integrated in a lightweight way into the mobile app. So you can just buy those NFTs using in-app purchases. You're not doing any crypto stuff. You don't even know it's crypto, really. It doesn't say it's an NFT. So we're starting to see this sort of getting more popular. So we'll keep an eye on this. So again, not a lot of transactions. So 36,000 sort of wallets. There's not been any figures for downloads. We've seen figures banded around probably a couple of million downloads, which seems about right for a mobile game. The NFL season is just going live at the moment, start of September. So we'd expect that to sort of go up quite quickly in terms of downloads. You have to get a certain way into the game even before you get the ability to sort of buy these NFTs. Although you can sort of buy them with in-app purchases in bundles as well. But then they're sort of gacha boxes. So we're looking to see, is the ability to release a sort of popular license-based sports game on the app stores. That could be, over forthcoming years, that could be tens of millions of downloads. How does that sort of activity of people playing that game as a free-to-play mobile game with some NFTs in there, how does that relate? How does that grow? Are people into the NFTs, or are people not? And these sort of numbers give us an idea because we can see what's going on in terms of the data. This is coming from the Mythical blockchain. In terms of just how the marketplace works, we can sort of see here. These are this is people buying and selling. So these are these NFT characters. You put together a team using these NFTs, and they have different power levels. You can level them up. And the NFTs, you can sort of choose what you want to buy. So they're not particularly expensive, most of them. Most of them are, not the blueprints. Won't go into the blueprints. That's a way of leveling them up. But the sort of players, so you're doing like the cheapest ones are $1. A couple of dollars, $5, $10. That sort of aspect. Obviously, there's a whole team to put together, so you don't need NFTs to play the game. But they sort of give you their way of sort of progressing faster. So we will see how this pans out. This is the web interface, the Mythical marketplace, and as I say, the interesting bit really is how this, you get three of these characters are presented to you in the app itself, so you don't see the whole range of available characters. These are sort of curated for you by the game developer, and all these NFTs are being sold by other players. So these are people who have bought NFTs or minted NFTs, and then they are choosing what price to sell them at to other players. So this is what we call a peer-to-peer marketplace. So this is stuff owned, player-owned assets being sold to other players. Maybe for profit, maybe not for profit. I mean, you could buy, say, this character here at a level 1 and then level him up. You can see obviously there's different levels here. We'll find any. Probably have to go look at the more expensive ones. You find different levels. So yeah, as you play the game, you get more abilities to sort of, this is a level 5 one. This is an epic level 10. I'm not quite sure what the max levels are. But this one's level 14. He's mythical, so he's just, obviously no one's going to spend $26,000 on it, I wouldn't imagine, but you can sort of see how the stuff sort of scales up. Anyway, so keep an eye on that. $1 million, good sort of starting point, but we'll get to see how it goes over the next 3 months, I suppose, 3 or 4 months, see where we are by the end of the year. Okay, thanks for watching. See you again soon.